Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for the week of July 15th to the 21st. Your cards this week, Cancer: energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have the Five of Wands. Focus energies this week, you have the King of Cups, clarified with the Nine of Swords, and you have the Queen of Cups coming in towards the end of the week. So Cancer, recent past. Now we've got some conflict energy here under the Five of Wands. So, Five of Wands is conflict that is quite, it's that fire energy conflict. I think there's a situation where there could have been a lot of argumentative energy, harsh words said, even it's less intellectual than like in a Five of Swords conflict energy, right? So you may have been really saying things in the heat of the moment that you didn't mean to this person, and maybe just not even being yourself in that situation. Of course, that can be vice versa, so it could be the other person that's been directing that energy at you. There could have been lots of slamming of doors and, even smashing things. It's that kind of really, really fiery, argumentative energy. Now, what could this be about? Well, we do have a tarot couple here in the reading here with the King and Queen of Cups, and Cancer, these being water sign energy, it's likely that this is you. It's really pertaining to your relationship. So it doesn't necessarily have to be in a romantic relationship here, Cancer. It could be a friendship partnership, a business partnership, partnership with a colleague or another family member, but I do see here that we've got a tarot couple, so I think for most of you this does relate to some kind of relationship situation where it has gone sort of fiery and argumentative. Now that Five of Wands came out together with the Queen of Wands as well. So the Queen of Wands as a character, some people might say, okay, this is a fire sign energy and there could have been a Aries, Leo or Sagittarius involved in this argumentative energy, or somehow that triggered the situation. My interpretation in terms of this reading is just linking into that Queen of Wands energy. So she is an opportunist. She is really, really determined. She's really determined to whatever she sets her mind at to make work. Now, I think the message here grouped with the Five of Wands is to be careful where you actually put your fiery determination. It's possible that you've been really determined to make a situation work that really just needed to come to completion anyway. So there's only so far that you can really try and repair something and put it back together before it just breaks again if it's not meant to be. So I feel like that's probably where that Five of Wands energy is coming from. It's coming from a situation that really should be being brought to completion, but you keep trying to repair it. It's almost like rebuilding a tower because of that determined energy, but it just keeps on, of course, blowing up and turning back into conflict, because what is really called for is a change and a completion with that. So that's what we've got in the recent past. And then this week, guys, we have the King of Cups here clarified with the Nine of Swords. So I feel like this is the week that you really start to move back into your emotional center, and through that you're starting to see that the situation does need to be brought to completion. So the Nine of Swords, can carry that energy of, things that sort of literally keep you up at night and stress you out and that kind of anxious energy. But grouped with the King of Cups here, I feel like you are actually moving into a good place emotionally. You're beginning to become a lot more stable. So even though the situation may have been causing you, tumultuous emotions in the past, as we can see indicated by the choppy waters, you are able to stay in a place of grounded stillness within that. You can see the King of Cups there actually stays grounded on that concrete slab. So I really feel it's you taking control and going, okay, no, I know what I need to do. I'm not going to let it upset me anymore and unbalance me and not be grounded. I'm going to actually, be in a really good place so I can think about how I'm going to bring this to completion, because we have the Nine of Swords here, guys. So it's not quite a 10,
but this is the situation needing to complete. And I think from a place of emotional groundedness, if that's a word, groundedness, it is now, you can see what needs to be done in order to bring it to completion. So it's almost like just being on the edge of completion, guys. It's maybe not going to complete this week, but it's you seeing it clearly, getting into the right place emotionally, which is so important when you want to bring a situation to completion, whether it's a relationship or a job situation. You know, obviously there's going to need to be action, there's going to need to be difficult communication, there's going to be high emotions, someone's going to be upset. So being in King of Cups energy is the absolute perfect place to prepare yourself for that situation to end. Coming in towards the end of the week, we have the Queen of Cups clarified with the Eight of Swords. Okay, so I really feel like the situation has been making you feel emotionally stuck, emotionally imprisoned, emotionally held back for some time. So I think it's important towards the end of the week to not allow these feelings to come back, but to keep moving forward in your king energy, your king emotional energy. Here we also, in the Eight of Swords, have a feeling of guilt. So you might be feeling guilty about, you know, the fact that you are going to end a situation, the fact that you are seeing it clearly, the fact that you are coming into your power, you know. You might have some feelings of guilt around that, especially if the other person that you're dealing with may in some way have a sense of, you know, actually enjoying seeing you being the underdog. That's what I'm hearing here. And to actually have liked seeing you in a place of emotional weakness, but now you're rising up, right? So don't feel guilty about that. It's time to take off these blindfolds and these bindings and realize that you could have walked out all the time, you know, that pathway was there for you, but you're only just seeing it now. And you're only just seeing it now because now that you're actually in the right place emotionally and you have control of your emotions, you're stable and grounded. You know, nothing's going to allow those strong cliffs to come down from around you. But yeah, we must, you know, make sure we don't slip back into those old sort of victim mentality feelings that we have the energy there with that Eight of Swords. Yeah, it's really time to release and let go, bring this situation to completion. We have the Eight of Swords, we have the Nine of Swords. All we're missing here is the Ten of Swords, guys. So that's the next step. If we can just, you know, do what needs to be done. You're in the preparatory stages for bringing this to completion this week. That's what I'm feeling. So guys, good luck with that. Keep moving in the right direction. Keep grounding yourself. Keep tuning into your emotional intelligence. Keep tuning into your intuition, using your gut, your head, heart, and stomach, because all the answers are there. And then you will also get the insight of how you're going to bring this situation to completion. That's what I have for you this week, Cancer. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Just keep in mind it is a general reading, so it won't resonate for every Cancer out there, but I'll be with you next week for another reading.